Give me one word to describe this offseason as we're getting ready to be full-blown into this bad boy. The regular season was bipolar. Up and down, down and up. Terrible, exciting. A lot of things took place, but now we're in the offseason, so it's a little bit different. My word is hope. Let me know what your word is. That will be the pinned comment for this video. One word describe this offseason. In this video, we're going to be talking about the latest Lions news and rumors. We're going to be talking about, is Jared Goff a bridge quarterback? He was asked that in the press conference. The Detroit Lions signed multiple players to contracts, and the Lions picked up a player off waivers named Juju, but not Smith-Schuster. And our great defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, has an opportunity to get an interview for the Denver Broncos head coaching job. What does that mean for the Detroit Lions? We're going to talk all about it in this video. But before we get into this big bad boy, if you would like to take a paper and speed, go ahead and go back and forth on your tongue multiple times, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes you can get a death by 1,000 cuts. Also, take that like button and get that thing going back and forth with it and cut it in half. Let's get into today's Lions rumors and news. Is Jared Goff a bridge quarterback? Well, in the press conference yesterday, he was asked just that. And what do you expect him to say? He said, that's not my decision. That's up to the leadership of this football team. Dirt to dirt. That's exactly what he's supposed to say. But with the rumor mill flying around and a lot of articles made about Jared Goff, is he the guy for the future of the Detroit Lions? Well, we know next year he is for sure. He has a contract. We can't cut him. We can't trade him. He is here. He'll have an opportunity to prove if he can be the future Detroit Lions quarterback because in year two, a more better offensive system in place. As you can tell, when we got away from Anthony Lynn this last season, it got better. Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell taking over the play calling. But most importantly, we got a little bit better wide receiver with Josh Reynolds. But now in the offseason, we're going to get a lot more talent around him offensively and defensively, and he'll have a chance to prove it. If he does great, great. If he fails, well, guess what? The Detroit Lions have 2 first-round picks next year, multiple picks. The Lions could get a quarterback. Do you guys want Jared Goff to be the future quarterback of this team? Y for yes and for no. Lions sign multiple players to future deals. That's exactly what you're supposed to do as soon as the season ending. And you're going to notice some familiar names here. Steven Montez, the quarterback, we actually signed him this last offseason. I think it was about right before we got to training camp, talking about potentially he could potentially be on, the practice squad, maybe kind of push up there for David Blau. We also know Dan Skipper. He's been trying to make this team for a billion years, it feels like. Tavante Beckett actually played a little bit this year. He was the free agent rookie that we got last offseason. You have a chance to attempt to make this roster again. This is a normal procedure. Get players ready for when we do have mini camps and we have an opportunity to see if they have any chance to be a future player for this team. So nothing big here, but we did sign Juju Hughes, safety from the Rams. Now, he is a hybrid safety. He's definitely got a personality. I listen to this guy. He is definitely off the wall, kind of like a Jamal Williams, but that's not bad. He was from the Los Angeles Rams. Actually, Brad Holmes got him before in 2020 to the Rams, and so they're familiar with his ability. We need help at safety all over the field, and I see no problem picking this guy up. See, you have an opportunity to be a depth player, maybe make some action if he can show out in mini camps and in training camp. But the Detroit Lions most certainly are going to upgrade the safety position in free agency, could re-sign Tracy Walker and draft a safety. So this safety room is going to get remade, and I have no problem. A guy with high energy like Juju here who brings good vibes attempt to make this team as a safety. When we look at the stats, there's not really any stats. He hasn't really had that many playing time. That's why I didn't put it on here. So this is kind of a hope and see approach. Do you like this signing? Let me know. Now the most important news and rumors of today, and that is Aaron Glenn. He was requested to interview for a head coaching job for the Denver Broncos. This is a rut-row moment for the Detroit Lions because he is my favorite coach on this football team, not named Dan Campbell, because he knows exactly how to put players in positions to succeed on this defense. He took a defense last year that was absolutely atrocious and despicable, and he turned it into a competent defense with a bunch of players who are injured. This guy is a magician calling plays. He's a magician teaching players, and we don't want to lose this man. So when we heard that there was an interview requested, I said, oh my God, please don't take this job. I mean, I'd be really happy for Aaron Glenn, outstanding person, outstanding coach, but it would be a massive blow to the Detroit Lions defense if he receives this job. What would happen if he do receive this job? What would be the replacements for him? Well, I kind of looked a little bit here for in-house first. You can go to Aubrey Pleasant, the defensive backs coach. He has done a pretty good job with the defensive backs with Aaron Glenn, getting a lot of players like Jerry Jacobs in there, helping out. Will Harris going from safety into playing corner, and obviously with all the injuries, he's done a phenomenal job, and he could potentially be a replacement if Aaron Glenn decides to get that job and he becomes their head coach. How about Mark DeLeon, the inside linebackers coach? I think this one's a long shot as well. Todd Walsh, defensive line. Long shot, but he's done well with some of the younger talent like a Aleem McNeil and Kelvin Shepard, the outside linebackers coach as well. There's also, they could look towards outside to get some coaches. Smash that like button, folks. Let's get to 300 likes in this video. You know, when you're doing this stuff, seeing that like button just explode really is a confidence boost, and it helps the channel out. Let's get this bad boy up to 300. Smash that like button. Familiar face here, and that is Mike Zimmer, formerly of the Minnesota Vikings. If Aaron Glenn does take another job, he could definitely be an individual the Detroit Lions look to add to the coaching staff. Now, he was fired from Minnesota, 8 years there. He was a defensive guy before that for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's a really good defensive coordinator, extremely well. So if we do lose out on the prize of our great Aaron Glenn, that could be an individual the Detroit Lions look to help fix this defense. I think that would be probably the best outcome. Also, if he does get the job for Denver Broncos, the Detroit Lions get a compensatory third-round draft pick. So that would come into the factor because Aaron Glenn is a minority, going from the defensive coordinator ranks to the head coaching ranks. The Detroit Lions be awarded that, so that could help out the Lions draft as well. Still, I do not want Aaron Glenn to get this job, but we got to be straight here about Aaron Glenn. If he does not get this job this upcoming season for 2022, if he gets passed up by Denver, or if another team requests an interview for him, and he replicates the success and builds upon the success that took in 2021, folks, it's just a matter of time. This guy's going to be a head coach. You would have to assume that after 2022, he would have to be one of the top names in all of the NFL to get a job. Why? Because he is a fantastic leader. He's an outstanding mind. He's young and bright, former player. This guy did an amazing job, better than anyone could expect to the Detroit Lions defense. So at some point, we got to come to the reality that he could be gone sooner rather than later. And again, this would be a catch-22 here. I don't want him to leave because he's so great. But at the same time, you want to see players and coaches, players develop into coaches, and coaches develop into coordinators and eventually become head coaches. That's what it's all about. And watching people who deserve to be in that spot get that spot would be amazing. And Aaron Glenn is just that. And how many times do you see a former Detroit Lions coach get promoted to head coach? It just doesn't seem to happen. Matter of fact, former head coaches never get head coaching jobs. We're getting close right now to our former head coach regarding Jim Caldwell potentially getting a head coaching job, but we haven't seen that here, and this would be a coordinator getting a head coaching job. Let me know in the comment section if you would be happy for him or if you'd be really sad. I'm curious to see what you guys think on this matter. Michael Banks is a friend of mine, very good guy, and he is a super fan for the Detroit Lions. Right now, he's been nominated by Calvin Megatron Johnson to become a NFL Hall of Fan, just like the Hall of Fame, but they take fans. And we have an opportunity to send him to Canton. Right now, there's 5 individuals fighting for a spot, and we need to get behind Michael Banks to be the guy representing the Detroit Lions in the Hall of Fame. So go to the link that's in the comment section, also be in the description of this video. And if you don't see it, then go to FordHallOfFan.com. All you got to do is click on Michael Banks' picture. Every single day for the next week, vote for this guy to be in the Hall of Fame so he can represent the Detroit Lions. That's what we do as a fan base. We support each other. Let's support Michael Banks. In the upcoming videos, got videos talking about offensive coordinators. We're going to be talking about draft. I mean, literally, we're going to be dropping videos on this channel every single day. Well, maybe 6 days a week. 5-6 days a week, just depending on how the day goes. And we're going to get into everything Detroit Lions. Really excited to see the future of this football team, the offseason that's taking place, the acquisitions, the draft selections, everything that's going to happen for this football team to take it to the next level. So get ready for that. On Thursday, we do have the One Pride podcast. It is on my channel every single Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you got questions, you throw it in the comment section. Myself and the panel will answer, and you have a chance to be featured on my mailbag video that is on Saturday. That's what it's all about, getting the questions out there, having a good time, talking all things Detroit Lions. So make sure you subscribe and share the video, like it as well.